So with that as context, let me just kind of turn it over to Alyssa for her to share what some of her takeaways were from this experience. Alyssa?
Yeah, thank you, Lana. So my first key takeaway is that I found that I really enjoy developmental evaluation and getting to work closely with project teams. And so before the experience at the Rex group, I knew that I was interested in evaluation work. I knew that that was probably what I wanted to do once I graduated. But the Rex group fellowship really gave me a better idea of what kind of work do I want to do? What kind of evaluation work am I interested in? How closely do I want to be involved in project teams? And so I think that's really important because it just gave me a better idea of what exactly is it that I want to do, not just this general idea of I want to do evaluation. Now I know I want to do this type of evaluation and I want to be this involved. Building on that, I would also say that this experience just solidified and showed me even more the impact that evaluation can have on project teams. So the work that the Rex Group does is really meaningful, and I think that speaks to the fact that a lot of the work that we do is developmental evaluation. And because we work so closely with project teams, we're able to provide that information to them in real time, and they're able to make changes to their project and the work as they go because they're working so closely with the evaluation team, and we're able to provide such pertinent information and data to them that really helps them to be successful. And so I think this really just solidified to me just how meaningful evaluation can be on different projects. And then the last takeaway for me was the Rex Group team was incredible. And so it really showed me the type of firm that I want to work for and the type of people that I want to work with. And so throughout the summer, every full-time staff member at the Rex Group treated us just like they would any other full-time staff member. They treated us like we were full members of the team, and they also provided a lot of support to us. So whether we had additional questions about the project-based work that we were doing or questions about our special topics research, there was always somebody who was willing to provide that support to us. And everyone also shared their professional development insights as well, which was really helpful in terms of that professional development that was provided to us. Was, to hear from members of the team of how did you get here, what would you recommend, so those types of things. And so along these lines too, the last point that I wanted to make was we really got a voice in our experience. And so if we voiced wanting to learn something, we really got that experience. And so one example that comes to mind is I was in a meeting with Lana and Julia about halfway through the summer, and I mentioned that I felt like I didn't have a lot of facilitation experience. I didn't have a lot of experience running meetings. And so within 2 weeks, they had the experiential learners running some of those daily huddles that Lana mentioned. So that way we were getting that facilitation experience. And so it really just speaks to the fact that the Rex group wants this to be an incredible experience, and they're learning as they go too. And so they're really, like, as an evaluation firm, they're also doing internal evaluation and trying to make things better for everyone that works here. And so as a fellow, it was really great to have a voice in my own experience and to be able to go to individuals and say, hey, like, I kind of want to learn this, and to have that positive feedback of, okay, let's help you learn it, was really incredible. And so those are some of my main takeaways from the summer about the experience.
All right. Thanks so much, Alyssa. I really appreciate those comments. Spencer.
Yeah, my first big takeaway was learning how to incorporate data analysis and data visualization to like tell the story of a project. And you're using data to communicate something very concrete.
I think that
rather than just in my undergrad, it was just to answer a textbook question. I'm sorry?
I think you were starting to break up just a little bit on us. Do you want to, why don't you try turning off your camera for a moment and see if that will help? All right.
Is this better?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You all are still frozen to me, but if my audio is working, that's fine, I guess. All right. Yeah, so I was just saying that incorporating data analyses and data visualizations to help a project team improve their projects is really interesting because
Well, Spencer, I'm going to go ahead as you're kind of working through some of the audio challenges. I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the other pieces that I know you had highlighted here as some takeaways. So another takeaway that you highlighted was being able to learn where evaluation fits within the broader federal grant ecosystem. And hearing you talk about this before is just in regards that kind of navigating through the federal grant system can really be complicated. So really being able to get introduced to components of that was really helpful. And then also, I think, and you're back. Do you want to take it over from takeaway point number 3, or do you want me to?
Is my audio? Can you all hear me well
I can hear
now?
you now. Yeah.
Okay, not really sure what happened there, but yeah, I can sort of pick up where you left off. I
Just
think
starting with point number 3, so you can start from there.
right. Yeah, I think you did a good job covering the other ones, but yeah, I really liked that professional development and reflecting on your personal career goals and values was sort of baked into the internship experience. I know other people who got internships and that was not a core piece of their internship. They're just expected to carry out their tasks, not. So I just like that when I came to the Rux group, I got a chance to work on project work, develop skills, and also the firm invested in my long-term career trajectory, which they were under really no obligation to do. And I really just appreciated that the firm makes like people who they think are going to be successful and wants to invest in their success no matter where they go. So I really appreciated that, and a big takeaway for me.
Great. And I was going to tease and say, because of the internship, you can deal with technical difficulties with great aplomb. So thank you for handling that so well. Let me go on and kind of share some pieces with Jordan. What Jordan kind of shared and highlighted, I think, is echoed through the comments from Alyssa and Spencer as well, which was one piece that she said that finding a team that encourages and embraces a growth mindset was really encouraging. She noted that the company culture at the Rux Group stood out during her internship because everyone truly embraced and encouraged a growth mindset. And this meant that everyone on the team was eager to learn new information or improve upon things they already knew. And so something else that she learned from that type of environment is really becoming comfortable with being challenged and learning new things. And that in order to pursue excellence, you're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable in a sense. And so the final takeaway for her was that it really helped to establish her journey to becoming a social science researcher. She's interested in working on applying to graduate school right now, and so really helped to broaden her perspective on what careers can look like in applied settings. So thank you again to all of you for those really great insights and comments. Let's go ahead and pause here for a moment and see if there are any additional questions, Elise.